got a word from our sponsor, Manscaped. They're the leaders in below the belt male grooming. They're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. The Lawnmower 4.0 is still undefeated to this day. Nobody has beaten it. Ceramic blades, advanced skin safe technology to help cut down on those grooming accidents. It is waterproof so you can shave in the shower, and it has an LED light so you can shave in the dark in the shower. But do not get out of that shower because we have package deals for you, man. In case you're a fan of package deals, Manscaped has the performance package, right? Now, in the performance package, it comes with the Lawnmower 4.0. It comes with the Weed Whacker, which is a nose and ear hair trimmer, right? So you shave up your man parts, then you hit your nose, then you hit your ears. Well, what else comes with that performance package? You got ball toner, you got ball deodorant. Bro, Manscaped even comes with complimentary Manscaped boxers. I have graduated them to my lucky draws. And if you act now, you get a Manscaped travel shed bag to keep all of your goodies in. Listen, this is what I want to do. I want to save y'all some money. Voch says this. Go to manscaped.com. Get everything over there. Get the performance package. Throw a couple more lawnmowers in there. Use promo code VOCH20. VOCH 20 to get 20% off and free shipping. And don't forget that Manscaped ships internationally. All right, love y'all to pieces. Manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Now let's get into D-line, right? And we're gonna go by the same rules. If you don't know the rules, go back to the last episode, man. But this D-line room is gonna be fun, and the D-line is going to. We talked about this on the final word. Shouts out to Boss Cowboy, Law Nation, OC, Big Game James. You know, they were talking about will we be able to break the sack record this year? We almost broke that motherfucker last year, man. Like, but you know, scheme things kept us from breaking that record last year. Things like cornerback 2, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? Now you got Gilmore. You know what I mean? And guys like Stephon Gilmore is gonna make this thing way more easier. You know, guys like Donovan Wilson, you know, holding down, you know, perimeter run defense and things like that. It's going to be much easier for this D-line to eat. But Dan Quinn fixed his run defense last year with scheme, right? And then he took a player that, you know, was on practice squad. He was on practice squad. Carlos Watkins is a guy who's very good at stopping the run, but Carlos is not going to give you very much as a pass rusher, right? So now you live in this world to where, hey, Carlos and Hankins are on the field at the same time. That takes away from your pass rush, but it stops the run, right? So I asked my Patreon crew this question the other day. I would love to ask you guys as my YouTube audience, right? Is Mazi Smith the upgrade for Carlos Watkins, or is he just a better Neville? Right? Because if you look at Mazi Smith as a Carlos Watkins upgrade, you know, you look at that situation like, okay, well, shit. Now we got a guy that stops the run like Carlos Watkins, but then he's also like a pass rusher. You know what I mean? So he's totally separate from the whole Neville Gallimore situation, right? Or did we move on from that and maybe like Junior Fajoko's a guy that's dealing with the whole Carlos Watkins thing, and the presence of Mazi pushes Neville off the bridge? You see what I mean? Neville was a guy who was supposed to be a 3-tech, did 4-eye stuff, gained some weight, wasn't really a powerful guy. He ended up being a 1-tech, but after we changed schemes and did some 1-tech things, he kind of had to do some 3-tech B guy things, and he never really found his groove in that. It's interesting because that's exactly what Mazi's going to be doing. You know, Mazi's going to be a 3-tech when Hankins is on the field because he pairs up with Hankins. When Ose is on the field, then that's when Mazi's going to be the bigger guy. Mazi's going to be the nose type character. Well, that's what Neville was doing for a long time, but Neville wasn't necessarily great at it, right? So if you're looking at Mazi and Mazi comes in and he's doing stuff like that and he's great at it, man, it's going to prove, you know, scary for guys like Neville. So I don't even think Mazi's in a situation. I'm just looking at the depth chart here. I don't think Mazi's in a situation where he's competing with Neville. You know, Mazi's competing with himself. Mazi's competing with himself. And if anybody's competing with Neville, it's like Chauncey or something, right? Neville's competing with Chauncey. I think this would be a great time to roll out that Chauncey footage that I had. Man, Chauncey, if you look at his game log, right, you'll notice Chauncey didn't do a whole bunch. but for whatever reason, you know, Chauncey played a little more in the season, week 18, right? The last game of the season, right? Chauncey versus the Washington Football Wizards. Chauncey played a lot in that game. And I saw on his game log, Chauncey had like 11 tackles. I'm like, when the hell did Chauncey do all this? But guys were hurt, right? So Chauncey had to play. And I'm like, okay, well, Chauncey had 11 tackles. How did he get these assists? How did he get these solo tackles, right? And I went back and I watched film on Chauncey, and damn, let me just down to Marco Chauncey. And work on him. Yeah, I went back to watch Chauncey, and I'm like, Chauncey was going crazy versus Washington Football Wizards. I'm like, hey, is this what evolved Chauncey's gonna be like? You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in my chat box right now going, well, but Voch, the Washington Football Wizards offensive line ain't very good. Well, Chauncey's our third string guy. Did you hear what I said? You understand what I'm saying? And he's evolving and developing into his position. So now we're in this world where, okay, well, Chauncey's gonna be involved in like getting reps. You know what I mean? Like, take a look at what Chauncey's done. Like, Neville played that game. He ain't go crazy for some guys like that. So it's really in this training camp. This training camp is going to be Chauncey versus Neville. I think Junior Fehoko is going to be safe. Junior's just going to be here to develop and figure his thing out. But if you listen to some of the coaches on draft day, they got a plan for Junior Fehoko already, you know? This next battle in training camp, it's going to be interesting. They're going to give Dorance every shot in the world to keep his job. They're going to give Dorance every shot in the world to keep his job. Get my war card ready. But Sam Williams is coming. He's coming. And there was a point last year where Micah Parsons had to play a lot of defensive end opposite of DeMarcus Lawrence. I was like, why Dan Quinn doing that? Why they got Micah playing full-time defensive end? You know, Micah's a guy that's better when you move him all over the place, right? Why is he playing full-time right defensive end like that? Well, in my mind, it's my theory. I ain't asked nobody this because I'm Voch and I can ask people shit now. But I ain't asked nobody this, though. I was like, why is Micah playing so much full-time right defensive end like that? You know what I mean? In my mind, Dan Quinn had to make an adjustment to improve the run defense. Because at first, it was runs up the middle. Then we got Hankins. And Carlos started playing in there. Then it was the perimeter run defense. You know, D-ends didn't always do their job. They had to contain the shit. Dante ain't great at it. Dorance ain't great at it. So Micah played that spot a bunch, right? Just to hold the integrity of right defensive end, you know? What if Sam Williams come out there and he's a stout run defender and he's a much better pass rusher? What I said. I just believe that Sam is the guy that is talented enough to do the job. Sam is probably more talented. Sam's probably ready. Sam's probably the man for the job by the end of the year. But they got to roll with Dorance, you know. They got to do right by Dorance. But at some point, that rotation gonna keep getting smaller and smaller. Because it happened last year, right? The rotation started getting, it got tight. That rotation got tight. Right, and they looked at and Sam just started playing a lot more, and Sam lined up against the Lions, and Sam lined up against and before you know it, we looking at Sam just tapping our watch, just going, when is Sam gonna take this job? We were just waiting on the day, but Sam was a young guy, Sam was a rookie, and Sam had to deal with consistency. Sam ain't a rookie no more. So there's going to be a lot more on Sam's plate. We're going to be in training camp. We're going to be looking at Sam versus Dorance. This is going to be an interesting battle. Not that Dorance is going to leave or anything, but I think at some point they're going to assess Dorance Armstrong's contract. Pardon me. They're going to assess Dorance Armstrong's, pardon me. Y'all know I like to mess around with sharp objects while I'm, commentating, right? Dorance and Sam Williams' rotation is going to get so tight, and they're going to look at those contracts. They're going to be like, hey, man, it's beneficial, right? Sam being in his second year with 2 more years after this. It's probably just going to benefit us more to just let Sam rock this spot. So Sam's just going to rock this spot. And before you know it, because Dorance still going to rotate. Dante Fowler, Dorance Armstrong, they're still going to rotate. Junior Fehoko. Ben Benogu probably won't be here. Darrell Johnson could be practice squad guy. I don't know. Tyrus Wheat could be around way of, kicking teams or something like that. But in my mind, Sam Williams is coming, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming to take Dorance Armstrong's spot, and it's going to be something I'm going to report on every single week. When I go to camp, when me and Will still go to training camp, we're going to report on that every single day we out there. Hey, we watch Sam today. Boogity boo. And that, you just want to know. So that's going to be the biggest idea. Also, just like some light rotation thoughts that I have. I wonder if DeMarcus Lawrence is going to remain on the field for like the pass rush segments. Like DeMarcus Lawrence is he's a gangster in run defense. He's so good in run defense. You know what I mean? But is he going to be a guy in pass rush land? We're going to have that conversation. Besides that, I think Bo might be safe because Bo is the type of guy that Hankins is. Right? Bo and Hankins are in the same archetype. So when Hankins may not be around or he may be tired, you need Bo to be that guy. So I think Bo is pretty safe. But Neville, they coming for you, Playboy. Junior Fehoko and Chauncey Golston are coming for you, Playboy. Isaac Aracon, I think this may be your last go, man. I appreciate you being a part of the international football transplant program and all that, but I think this may be your last go, man. But we appreciate everything that you've done for us. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, man. Besides that, that's all the D-line commentary I got for the day. Let's see. Is this D-line room going to be better than the D-line room last year? Well, last year there was some Terrell Basham in there. Last year, Dorance played a lot more. Sam played, so Sam's going to get better. If you want to add Micah to this list, Micah's going to be better. Mazi's going to be better than Carlos. We get Hankins for the full year, not just the back half of the year. So I don't think I'm being a homer when I say I think this D-line room has gotten a little better since last year. Okay? That's what I got on that. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all again tomorrow. We're going to break down some more of this Cowboy roster, man. Salute.
KDB.